Well, happening today, the push for a final decision on cleaner power standards in our state.
That's right. News 13's Victoria Dunkle is live at Westgate Shopping Center. Victoria, that's where local folks will be meeting before they take that message to the EPA.
That's right. So this is more power for our state to have cleaner air, as well as other states across the country. And it's all tied to the EPA's recent introduction of its Clean Power Plan. That came out in June, and Emma Greenbaum, who is the local representative and organizer for the Beyond Coal campaign through Sierra Club, has been telling me, when that came out, it was an outline for getting our air cleaner by 2030. And your group is saying what about the plan?
Well, what we're saying is this is a really historic moment. This is the first time we're seeing these sweeping emission limits on carbon pollution. And this is really about the health and safety of our communities and the long-term stability for our climate. So
now, we've actually seen several examples bringing up concern. Most recently, of course, the coal ash pond scares and the concerns regarding that. So what is going to happen when you take this group down to this hearing?
So we have a great group of folks who have been preparing testimonies for weeks now to go speak in person to the EPA about why we need a very strong protections on carbon emissions. This is huge. In Western North Carolina, we're already seeing the effects of an unstable climate with record temperatures and record flooding, and people in Western North Carolina are seeing that and want to make sure that the EPA is taking action.
Now, this group is already set to go today. What if I'm watching and I am interested in taking action along these lines as well? What is the opportunity there?
Yeah, you can go on the EPA's website and submit comments online. We would love for you to come down here and come with us in person. We're leaving at 7:30. Promptly at 7:30. But there are definitely lots of other ways to make sure that your voice is heard. There are more hearings coming up in the next couple of days. If you're able to go, they're regional hearings. But definitely check out our website too, sierraclub.org, and you can submit comments online there as well.
Tell you what, we're going to hook up links to both that and the EPA's website so you can have your say on what you think about this plan regarding specifically coal-fired plant emissions and other carbon footprint issues. This is all going on today, and we're going to be here live throughout this effort as they bring in the buses behind me, start loading up and getting ready to go, and let the EPA know what they think about protecting the environment here in North Carolina. Reporting live in Asheville, Victoria Dunkle, News 13.
News 13's Victoria Dunkle is live at the staging point. So, Victoria, where are they heading today?
They're actually going to roll out of here in just a few hours, heading for Atlanta. Right now, the parking lot is ready for the bus to arrive, and Emma Greenbaum is actually with the Beyond Coal campaign. You're actually the North Carolina local organizer here. This is part of the group that is heading to Atlanta today to talk to the EPA about this power plan. Tell me what the goal is for your trip.
So the goal for our trip is to take Western North Carolinians out to the EPA regional hearing in Atlanta to let the EPA know that we want strong protections on carbon emissions.
We have seen a lot of concerns. There are a lot of concerns tied especially to the coal-fired plants that are in our area right here and across our state. How does this Clean Power Plan address that concern and other issues tied to this?
Yeah, so what the Clean Power Plan does, a big key piece of it, is that this is calling for 30% reduction of carbon emissions from 2005 levels. So it'll be different state by state, but what it means for North Carolina is about a 10% reduction in carbon emissions. And what this is going to help us do is move off of coal-fired power. So yeah, we have seen huge problems with coal ash across North Carolina, polluting our groundwater and our beautiful waterways here that people really care about, including the French Broad River here in Asheville. So this plan is really going to help us move quickly off of these carbon-intensive coal-fired power plants and onto homegrown clean energy like energy efficiency, solar, and wind. We have one of the best resources for offshore wind on the entire East Coast, and we are not utilizing it at all. So there are definitely solutions that we need to see implemented.
Question for you is today, the bus that's heading out here today, is there still room?
Yeah, there is still room on the bus. We still have a few seats left, so if you're interested, please get in touch either through Facebook or come down and see if you can get a spot. So we'll be leaving promptly at 7:30.
And before that, at 7 o'clock, there's going to be a quick news conference here, kind of get everyone excited and ready to roll. Like she said, though, 7:30, they're leaving and heading for Atlanta to make sure the voice of the mountains is heard by the EPA. Reporting live in Asheville, Victoria Dunkle, News 13.